Hello, everyone. We are here for this broadcast of this softball game today. Upper Dublin and Plymouth Whitemarsh. And today we have some extracurriculars almost. I have to clean my glasses because they're a mess. But we've got Liv Brzezinski starting on the mound. We'll get this lineup started. I don't know the position on the top of my head. I do not have the paper for us. So let's get us ready like we normally do for the PW Colonials. I don't know if is that going to pick us up? I don't know, but Olivia Hennessy will lead us off for the Colonials. We'll go over their lineup in a minute. Hennessy, we do not know positions. No positions have been announced. The first pitch is swung on and missed, and we're underway. It's 0-1. Brzezinski starting on the mound. I need to move over because I'm blocked by a metal pole. There we go. That one's fouled straight back. Okay. It's 0-2. A little bit too close for comfort here. Pitch. Swung on, hit in the air towards the mound. Brzezinski goes back, and she'll make the catch. F1, 1 out, and here comes Renee. Ava Renee now will stand in. Takes the pitch outside for a called strike. It's 0-1. I did not get time to clean my glasses before we started, so click glasses clean while Brzezinski gets set, fires, and the pitch is low. Stopped by Bono. You're a trash can. I don't know where a trash can is. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is in there, inside, hits her in the shoulder. Hit by pitch, and she'll take first base. So here's Garrison. Kyla Garrison will stand in now. I'm surprised I don't have positions. Pitch. Swung on, fouled, out of play towards the people playing. No balls and 1 strike. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch is taken a little bit high. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first base, 1 out. I need to put my windscreen on. I have to do that too. A lot to do in between the innings. That one swung on line right back up the middle. Just missed Liv's glove. And there's runners on first and second with only 1 out. That was a rocket. Right back up the middle. Liv put her glove out, but it didn't seem to matter. So Vitello will stand in now. Upper Dublin wears the black uniforms with red numbering on the back there. Colonials trying to get out of an early jam. Number 7 is courtesy running for the pitcher. So we figured out that number 8 is the pitcher. That's how we have to figure these things out, my friends. If we have wind problems in the first inning, I apologize already, as Brzezinski throws one outside, gets a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Has good movement on that one. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch is swung on, high chopped foul down the first base line. Nope. There we go. Windscreen is on, and we're ready to go. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her swinging. 2 outs. And now McKenna will come up. Paige McKenna. McKenna can be a first name, too. So Paige McKenna stands in. Runner in scoring position, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets there. That pitch kind of dropped at the end. Now the difference, I am about, 35 feet closer than I normally am. I'm sorry for any audio that we have lost. I accidentally clicked the pause button, so I don't know where we lost, but there are 2 outs. The pitch, a little bit high. 2 balls and 1 strike. That is completely my fault. 100%. And I don't know where this is recording now. Oh my goodness, what is happening? So now Zoe Robinson will come up. Robinson, Flannery, Bono due up here in the bottom of the first inning. Colonials got out of a jam in the first and now have a chance here. First pitch of the game. Swung on, hit in the air, over behind first base, and just barely snagging it in before it hit the ground is the first baseman. So 1 pitch, 1 out. 1 out. So now Flannery comes up.
Second for the Colonials. Playing center field, number 5, Lori Flannery.
So now Flannery stands in. First pitch to Flannery is taken a little bit high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. No score, bottom of the first inning. The pitch. Takes a little low, called strike. Low bottom part of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike to Flannery. Right side stands in. The pitch. Down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Flannery. The pitch. Swung on, popped up over at shortstop, makes the catch, out number 2. F6, 2 outs. And here comes Gia Bono, number 22. I think doing the catching today, but I don't have the list. Okay, if the beginning of this game is all messed up, I don't know what happened, but we're good now. There was slight confusion. I started hitting buttons accidentally. But we should be good now. 2 balls and 1 strike to Bono. I got to figure it out in between the inning. 2 outs. The pitch. Ball is taken up high and a walk for Bono. So Colonials get a base runner as Anna Powell will come up. Powell, senior, number 25. Powell, I think, is, I don't know where she's playing.
Number 25, Anna Powell.
Powell is the, I think, designated hitter today. Powell is, yep, the designated player. So runner at first base. We should have no more issues. If I just don't touch the screen, we will have no more issues. The pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. No balls and 1 strike. Powell stands in. The pitch. Swung on, blooped over the head of the third baseman. It's going to drop just barely fair. Takes a big turn at second base is Antonucci, who was running for Bono. And now it'll bring up the pitcher, Liv Brzezinski. So a bloop single for Powell. Antonucci over at second base. So Brzezinski, who's pitching, number 12, chance to drive in runs for the Colonials. The pitcher looks in. Antonucci on second. Powell over at first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Big time fastball there. No balls and 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. 2 on. A pitch. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Underneath is the first baseman to make the catch. And Upper Dublin gets out of their own jam. We go to the second. No score. Tie game at 0. Brannigan. I thought it was Birmingham, but of course I'm never right. So we go to the top of the second inning. Still no score. Pitch from Brzezinski's taken upstairs and outside for 1 ball. And no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Or 1-1. Sorry. 1-1. Pitch is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Upper Dublin, again, all black uniform with red lettering. The Colonials, white shirt, red pants, white socks. The pitch. Swung on, hit over the head of Perez and into left field for a base hit. Falling down, almost falling on the throw in. The left fielder and Upper Dublin's got a single.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 12, Sarah O'Brien.
I don't know who's in left field. So O'Brien will come up now. Colonials. Tied this game at 0. The pitch is bunted behind the plate. Diving for it as Bono makes the catch. Takes a few steps, dives for it behind the plate. She had to fully spin around, get up, and dive. Full effort with the mask still on. And that's out number 1. First pitch is fouled back by Jasut. Number 2, Jasut. I think it's Jasut. Jesuit. Jasut. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. And count is 0-1. 0-2. Rather. Never trust the scoreboard. The pitch. Up and up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. We're here in the top of the second inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on, hit towards center field. That one's going to be over the head of Swift and into center field for a base hit. For a moment there, it looked like Swift was going to actually get to it, but was just over her glove. And yet again, there are 2 on base. This time on singles. So Madison Small, the 9-hitter, will come up. So Colonials with Upper Dublin, the Cardinals, I think they're called. Pitch is taken low, called a strike. I think she offered is why they are calling that a strike. Offered with the bunt, so it's 0-1 because that pitch was not in the zone, so you can't call it a strike. But, you know, umpires make their own rules, like the ABS guy. Pitch. She bunts at it, offers again, 0-2. offers and takes. So now, unless you're crazy, I don't think you're squaring to bunt with 2 strikes. The pitch is swung on and missed. I know what you go all big into that swing for non-swing mentality with the bunting, and then you have to try to rev up and hit. So now there's 2 outs, and here comes Hennessy.
Number 9, Olivia Hennessy.
So Olivia Hennessy stands in now. Runner in scoring position for the Cardinals. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ooh, she didn't even want to go around. She didn't even want to swing there. She kind of made it around and then like, I don't want to do this. I want to pull back, and never mind. So no balls and 1 strike. The pitch is swung on, hit over the head of Lizzie and foul down the first base line. So no balls and 2 strikes. It's 0-2. 2 outs. Hennessy flew out back in the first. The pitch is swung on, hit towards second base. In comes Swift. Easy field, fire to first in time. With the runner in her face, she still makes the play. Maddie Swift retires the Cardinals, and they leave 2. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. So Lizzie Lanos will lead us off here in the second inning.
Batting for the Colonials. Playing first
I
base.
can't decide.
Number 18.
No, because in the
Lizzie Lanos.
I can't. A happy medium with this scoreboard. The metal pole is right between, but I'd rather the metal pole not be in between the batters. So we got to make whatever the educated choice is. So Lanos comes up. It'll be Lanos, Swift, and Perez. The pitch takes outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Lanos. No score here in the bottom of the second. I don't know why the scoreboard still shows the first inning. I don't know if they're able to change that inning. But we're not in the first. We're in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch. Down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes to Lanos. The pitch. Outside, called a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. I don't really agree with that call, but life goes on. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lanos stands in. The pitch. Up and in. Had to shy away from that one coming up towards her head. 3 balls and 1 strike to Lanos. Lanos, Swift, Perez here in the bottom of the second. No score. Beautiful, bright, sunny day. The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, behind the dugout, and out of play. So the count runs full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. I think it is. I don't. Yep. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Leadoff girl Lanos. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fouled away. It looks like it was fouled. Swing and a foul. It's remains full. 3-2. Oh, they finally updated the inning, but they still have the count wrong. A work in progress with the scoreboard. The pitch. Up high. And Lanos will get a leadoff walk. Really good at bat by Elizabeth Lanos. And Maddie Swift will come up now. So Maddie Swift now.
Now batting for the Colonials. Playing second base. Number 8.
Maddie Swift. So Swift will stand in with her nice chant where they just, Maddie Swift the whole time. The pitch. Pitch is taken outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The big deal with today's game was the pitcher is supposed to be really, really good and get a ton of strikeouts. Pretty sure the last time they played them, this pitcher struck them out 12 times. I don't see that type of stuff today. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw pick back to first. Lanos in there with a dive. The throw gets away from first, but to go nowhere. The Colonials are able to be patient and take some pitches. It could work out in their favor. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here in the second. Lanos off first base. Maddie Swift with the 1-1 count. Stands a right-handed batter. The pitch. She squares to bunt. Bunts it foul off to the left. 1-2. Umpire needed to go acquire a ball. So Swift stands in now. Takes a big swing as a practice swing. Looks up at the bat, then steps in. It gets ready. And the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, down the left field line. That was going to go fair. Stay inside the line. Rounding third and getting held there is Lanos. A double by Maddie Swift, and there's 2 in scoring position for the Colonials. Big hit there by Maddie Swift. Took her time, got the pitch she wanted, and doubled down the line. So here comes Perez. So Perez will come up the shortstop in the 8-hole today, trying to drive in the big runs. Perez. Chance to get 2 big runs for the Colonials here early. The pitch. Takes the strike. It's 0-1. Nobody out. Swift with the double to put 2 in scoring position, just fair down the line. Pitcher sets, looks in. Pitch is taken inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. As I was saying, I don't see that strikeout stuff. She doesn't have a strikeout yet today. I'm not ready to jinx that, but looks like the Colonials have a pretty good eye on her right now. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Pitch was rising up and out of the zone. It was up out to the right, to the left-handed batter's box. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Dabrowski waiting on deck. Looks in. Sets, fires. Ooh, down low, called strike 3. Right at the bottom of the zone. And right as I said that about strikeouts. That's unfortunate. Out number 1. So here comes Dabrowski. Number 1.
Now batting for the Colonials,
Right fielder.
Emily Dabrowski.
So Dabrowski stands in. 1 out on the strikeout. But still 2 in scoring position with the walk and the double. The pitch is swung on and chopped at foul, hits the path and goes into the bushes. No balls and 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike. Colonials threatening. The pitch. Takes a pitch inside for a strike. And it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. The pitch. Swinging a little shot over to first, tags the bag, and no play at the plate as the Colonials strike first. An RBI, fielder's choice, ground out. Ground out to first base. Lanos comes in to score. Dabrowski out at first. 2 outs, 1-0.
Now batting for the Colonials. Playing third base, number 3, Zoe Robinson.
So Robinson popped out to first base her last time up. Robinson, then Flannery. Robinson stands in, the pitch. Down and in. Ball gets away from the catcher, but not too far for let the runner to score. 1-0. Swift on third. Lanos scored. And Robinson stands in. 1 ball, no strikes to to Robinson. Pitch taken for a strike. Good late movement there on that pitch. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Takes just outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. I don't know why it sounds like a rooster over there. A rooster like hen or chicken laughing noise over there in the dugout. 2 balls, 1 strike, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. That pitch was another rising fastball outside part of the plate. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I don't know why that scoreboard is always wrong, unless I'm wrong. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back, out of play, bounces on the path and keeps going, but Emma will go and grab it. There's ants crawling all over me. Robinson with 2 outs, trying to drive in another run for the Colonials. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Robinson takes low, 3-2. We're full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This is why you fill out a book and look at the umpire. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swift off a third. The pitch. Robinson lines it back up the middle. Grounded towards second. Robinson will not be able to beat it out. That hit, I think, off the glove of the pitcher and then bounced directly to second base. And unluckily, it went right to the second baseman. So we go to the 3rd inning. It's 1-0 PW. So now number 8 for Upper Dublin, Garrison, the pitcher, stands in. Singled her last time up, the pitch. Brzezinski's pitch is popped up, out of play, and not caught by the coach. Rough one there. Went right through his hands. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Garrison gets set, pitch is taken up high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. I mean, this is not Garrison, this is Renee. She has like a lot of movement, hand movement, everything, and then when the pitch gets ready, it's a locked in, swing the knee and pop it up to behind first. Over there is Swift making the catch, and that's out number 1. So now Garrison stands in, the pitcher. So Garrison will stand in. Top of the 3rd. Colonials leading 1-0. On the infield RBI, the pitch is taken. A little bit high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Brzezinski, fresh off getting her driver's license, as she was very happy about today, and I'm proud of her as well, as that one's flown out towards center field. In comes Flannery with a sliding catch. Flannery comes in, makes the sliding grab, and there's out number 2.
Now batting for the Colonials, or for Upper Dublin, number 5, Sophia Vitella.
Those two planes looked like they hit each other in the sky, but that's just kind of how it works. So now 2 outs. Pitch is taken for a strike. Colonials trying to flash the leather out there. 1 ball. No balls, 1 strike. Now 0-2. Brzezinski looking to put them down 1-2-3 and give the offense another chance. Swing and a miss. Brzezinski gets them 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Colonials 1, Upper Dublin 0. So after making that catch in the outfield, Flannery will come up and try to do the same at the plate. Flannery will lead us off. It'll be Flannery, Bono, and Powell. She's 0 for 1 today with a pop-up to shortstop.
Center fielder, number 5,
Lori Flannery. So Flannery will stand in. Harrison goes down, grabs that rosin bag, and wipes it off on her pant leg. Wipes her hand, puts the ball in her glove, gets ready. Flannery in the pitch. Takes a pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. I keep thinking I'm going to accidentally hit this computer with my arm. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Takes inside. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now there's just no count on the board. This is why I have to trust my book. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Flannery fouls it straight back towards the camera. Little bit of a flinch on my end. Trying to hurt me there, Flannery. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Flannery swings, lines it foul. Count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Good rip at the last pitch for Flannery. Playing a little bit of a shift over to the left side. The pitch is swung on, chopped, foul. Right in front of the dugout. It will remain 1-2. They've got the center fielder, not even slightly, but I would say very nicely shaded over there and over there. And they're playing her down the line, giving a wide open gap in right center field. The pitch upstairs. When Flannery's going good, that is not what you want to do if you're the defenders. There's a wide open hole from second base all the way to where the right fielder's playing, who's just playing straight away right field. Two, the pitch. Swung on, fouled back again. Flannery in a battle. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Colonials leading by 1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her reaching. And that's out number 1. Here comes Gia Bono.
Now batting for the Colonials, catcher number 22, Gia Bono.
So Bono will stand in here in the bottom of the 3rd. Colonials leading by 1. Flannery just worked a long at bat, ended in a strikeout. The pitch is up high. for a ball to Bono. Bono walked her first time up. Courtesy runner Antonucci came in and then made it all the way up to second base. Did not score. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Takes a strike. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. In the third. Powell waiting on deck. The pitch to Bono. Power threat for the Colonials. Takes outside and low for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. A lot of people here to watch this one. There's a big crowd out there in center field, left center field. The pitch. Bono fouls it off left side, out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes. There's also 2 people straight away center field. Then some chairs out to right. Another guy standing there in a red Phillies hat. I'm hoping that's a Phillies hat. Not some other red team. The pitch. Down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Bono. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bono stands in. Now Perez is debating on how he wants to throw the ball back to the catcher and eventually makes up his mind. It was like an up, down, up, down. Do you want it back? I don't know. Up, down. I don't know. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. I think he was debating to throw it back to the umpire or the catcher, but no one was really ready for it. Just looked like an awkward delay. So now Bono will stand back in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, blooped over the head, drops in front of the shortstop. She can't field it, and Bono will beat it out. Infield single for Gia Bono. She's been on base twice. And here comes Anna Powell. Antonucci will come out and run for Bono, I think. Or not. No, she's going to stay in.
Number 25, Anna Powell.
So Antonucci will step back. Bono will stay in the game to run as Anna Powell will come up. She singled her last time up. It's ready. I don't know what they're yelling no about. The pitch. Powell swings, hits one in the air, left center field. In comes the left fielder and the center fielder. Left fielder calls off the center fielder and makes the catch for out number 2. So Brzezinski will come up now to the fun walk-up song. And here comes Antonucci. Number 4. Bono will exit to get ready into her catcher's gear with 2 outs. So Brzezinski comes up 0 for 1 with a pop up to first base. Her last time up with 2 outs. Antonucci gets ready to run. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Picked back over to first, but back with a dive is Antonucci. No balls and 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here in the third, Colonials lead by 1. The pitch. Inside, goes back again to first, but Antonucci this time gets back standing up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lanos waits on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, the pitch. Swung on, popped up, over at first base, and it will go behind her, I think. She goes over, and I think she lost it when she stepped into the shade, and the ball landed behind her. So, 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. She gets ready, gets set. Pitch. Down low. Antonucci's off and running, and she'll get there without a throw. Stolen base for Antonucci. And Brzezinski will now stand in with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Two balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Brzezinski hits one in the air down the left field line. On the run is the left fielder, and she will get there and make the catch. I did not see it at all, but I just waited for the reaction. Fly out to left. 1-0. PW leads. We go to the 4th. PW leading 1-0. So McKenna. McKenna. McKenna will stand in. She's 0 for 1 with a pop-up swing and a miss there. She was late by a mile on that swing. Ball was in the girl's glove by the time she decided I'm going to swing. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch is popped up in towards short center. Oh, it didn't even make it to the outfield. I got blocked by like 4 girls in my way, so it'll just be a pop-up caught by Swift, and 1 out. So Brannigan will stand in. Pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul out of play above me. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch. Outside for a ball. Grab that pronunciation during the inning break. Pitch. Swung on, dribbled over to third. Robinson will field, fire to first, and that's out number 2. 5-3 on the putout, 2 outs. Here comes O'Brien, popped up to the catcher with the diving play by Bono her last time up. Sarah O'Brien. Just going to rewrite that. Pitch up high. 1 ball, no strikes to O'Brien. I think O'Brien's the one who's been walking around back here in between innings. Might be their designated pitcher or designated hitter. Player, I don't know. Pitch is taken for a strike right there. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 4th inning, the pitch. Up high, doesn't go, holds up. Let's see, did he go? No. From my vantage point, it did look like she held up. Good call in the umpire's case. 2 balls and 1 strike. That was a high rising fastball as that one's fouled straight back over towards the right side. But that one got a flinch. The one that hit the netting right at him didn't flinch, but that one did. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Flinching by our PA announcer, Mr. Tornambi. The pitch is taken up high, and that time she offers. That was still just as close. I'm surprised he didn't go for a check on it, but he wants to call on his own. Strikeout for Brzezinski. We go to the bottom of the 4th. PW 1, Upper Dublin 0. So Lizzie Lanos will come up for the Colonials now. Lanos, Swift, Perez due up for PW.
Number 18, Lizzie Lanos.
So Lanos will stand in. Colonials leading by 1. Lanos walked and scored the only run of the game for PW. The pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. That one hits the metal pole. Doesn't jolt the camera at all. No balls and 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike, Lanos. Stands in the pitch. Down low, gets away from the catcher. No one on base for it to be a problem. 1 ball and 1 strike. I found Mom and partner and Lizzie's mom both out there in the outfield. Didn't want to name drop people, but I found them in the outfield. The pitch. Swing and a dribbler over to shortstop, picked up and fired over to first. Out number 1. So Maddie Swift doubled her last time up, gets a little conference out with Lanos and Perez. So Swift stands in now.
Playing second base, number 8, Maddie Swift.
So Maddie Swift will stand in. 1-0, PW. The pitch, Swift swings and misses way underneath it. Or at least that's what it looked like from this angle. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Colonials leading 1-0. The pitch. Swift hits it high and down the line, foul, out of play. So 0-2 quickly. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Takes outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Or 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jeez. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Really trying to hit that high note over there in the dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swift takes in and low. 2-2. It's fascinating to me. One of the things that impresses me with softball cheers, and really, I would say baseball, but it's really softball cheers, they're all in sync. No one is off on the clapping. Like, when they do the clapping, they are all perfectly in sync. Swift will take that pitch just inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes is to the dislike of the Upper Dublin bench, but that was definitely inside. This umpire's got a really good zone today. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swift sends a rocket foul down the line. And when I say rocket, I really do mean a rocket. Just barely foul. That would have been extra bases written all over it if it went down the line. Because they do the 1 cheer, doot 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 doot, whatever, and every time I said the doot there, it's the clap, and they get the clap so perfectly timed. The 13 of them. The pitch, swing and a miss. She gets Swift swinging. 3rd strikeout of the day for Upper Dublin. 2 outs, and here comes Perez. Helicopter flying over the area.
Shortstop number 2, Jocelyn Perez.
So, Perez will come up with 2 outs. The pitch. Upstairs, gets away from the catcher, but no one on base to make it matter. 1 ball and no strikes. Because still, they're doing the clapping. I guess it's because when you know a song, every beat is together, but it's an interesting observation. The pitch. Perez hits one to third, fielded on 1 hop, and fired over to first base. for out number 3. So the Colonials go 1, 2, 3. They've been retired 5 straight. We go to the top of the 5th. 1-0 PW. So Jesuit will come up now. See, what's so good about having when the Colonials have the PA announcers, which is DeLucia or Tornambi for baseball and softball, and for basketball, is that pitch is taken outside for ball 1. In basketball, it's Monero and sometimes Culp. But when having those guys doing the games, as that one's fouled back, it's 1-1, it gives me this option of, if I am pronouncing a name wrong, which happens a lot, I pronounce a lot of names wrong, so if I am pronouncing a name wrong, I can go and make sure that I am pronouncing the name correctly. So for this example, as this one's tapped back, gloved by Brzezinski and over to first. 1-3 on the put out, 1 out. And now Small will come up. So for the difficult names, like that last one, Jesuit, now I know it's Jesuit, so I don't write their whole name out, I just write it down phonetically. That's how it works. So now, Small, Maddie Small, Madison Small, here in the 5th inning, top of the 5th, PW leading by 1. It's 1-0. The pitch is swung on and missed. Good old pitching duel. Brzezinski and Garrison. Brzezinski's turn now. The pitch is swung on and missed. It's no balls and 2 strikes. To the 9-hitter, Small, with Hennessy waiting on deck, who's 0 for 2. Small struck out today. Pitches swing and a miss. Down on strikes for the 2nd time today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th strikeout for Brzezinski, who's out striking out she's got more strikeouts than the big strikeout pitcher for Upper Dublin. 2 outs and Hennessy's up. The pitch takes down low. You always know when a team, they talk about, oh, this person's really good, and then you worry about it all the time. Kind of reminds me of when the Phillies played Strider in that game 1 of the 20, I think it was the 23 run or the 22 run. Pitch is taken for a strike. It's 1-1. When the Phillies played Strider that first playoff game, everybody was terrified. Oh, Spencer Strider coming off an injury, but Strider's been so good. He's such a great pitcher. And then all of a sudden, you get one big hit off of him, and then things start going for you. We'll see if that stays the same. Brzezinski with a very lively Upper Dublin bench now, trying to settle that noise. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch swung on, fouled away as a rocket bounces across the pathway, and Mel is the designated ball getter. It remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bono comes out to make sure her and Liv are on the same page and how to probably ignore everybody as the whole JV team for Upper Dublin has came in. And it has gotten very, very loud as both JV games have wrapped up. Or the JV game has wrapped up. The pitch swung on, hit towards first. Lizzie will field it with 1 hand and get her out. And Brzezinski happy and waiting for all the fielders to come in, giving high fives. And that'll quiet down the Upper Dublin bench. Upper Dublin has gone down 9 straight, or 9, 10, 11 straight, actually. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 1-0 PW. Next time they go out in the field, I brought my camera with me today, so while Liv's warming up, I'll get a picture or so.
Leading off the inning for the Colonials, right fielder, number 1, Emily Dabrowski.
So Dabrowski, Robinson, and Flannery due up here in the 5th. It's 1-0 PW. Dabrowski 0 for 1 today with a ground out to first. The pitch. She squares to bunt, will bunt it high. It's a pop-up where the third baseman almost ran into the pitcher. No conversation was made because they almost ran into each other.
Next up for the Colonials, playing third base, number 3, Zoe Robinson.
So Zoe Robinson will stand in 0 for 2 with a pop-up to first. And this time she doesn't want to do either of those. And a diving play made out there by the outfielder in left field, as that was a gap shot looking for extra bases, but instead robbed away by the left fielder. Another good play by the left fielder for Upper Dublin. So here comes Flannery, who's 0 for 2, but works 2 good at bats and made a catch in the outfield. Flannery stands in. 1-0 PW leading the pitch. Flannery takes a strike. No balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. No balls and 1 strike. Flannery will stand back in, swing the bat around, and then get ready. Pitcher gets set. The pitch. Takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Flannery stands in. The pitch. Swinging a chopper foul off the door of the dugout. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch to Flannery. Swung on, hit in the air, down the left field line. On the run is the left fielder towards the wall, at the fence, and it's going to get out! Lori Flannery with a solo home run, and it's 2-0 PW! Flannery right at the wall, that one's gone, and the Colonials lead 2-1, silencing the Upper Dublin dugout. A blast from Flannery just over the wall in left field, and the Colonials lead it 2-0. I hear nothing from the Upper Dublin dugout. Flannery getting a reward of slaps and high fives and a hug from Lizzie and Maddie Swift. 2-0 PW.
Catcher number 22, Gia Bono.
So here comes Bono. Flannery liking her move up to the 2 spot and hitting a home run there. The pitch, Bono takes inside for a ball. And all that talk results in nothing. The pitch takes, hits her in the hand, and Bono will go to first. She's been on base all 3 times. Back-to-back runners on. Never mind, I guess. They're gonna say it's a foul ball and a hit off the knob of the bat. So she will not take first base. That's depressing. 1 ball and 1 strike. So instead of a free pass, it's actually a ball. A strike, which is unfortunate. So 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. And takes that one low, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, following the Flannery home run. Her 2nd of the year. The pitch. Takes up and out, ball 4. Don't know how we got there, but ball 4. So Bono goes to first. Powell comes up. She singled back in the first and flew out. Colonials trying to get some more runs. So courtesy runner Antonucci comes in.
For the Colonials, number 25,
for that home run. I couldn't see down the line to make a great call, but I just watched the reaction of Flannery running the bases and the PW dugout. 2-0. PW leads. The pitch to Powell's taken low in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. 1, 2, 3. 1 ball. No strikes. The pitch. Powell swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Swinging a tapper over to first. Fielded not cleanly. Tosses over to first base. Powell dives into the bag. But the throw beats her. 2 outs. I think 3-4 on the putout. 3 outs. Colonials lead 2-0. We go to the top of the 6th. I'm going to multitask. This is not going to work.
Number 16, Ava Renee.
Ah! So Renee will stand in. Ava Renee will stand in. A lot of girls with last names that could be first names on this team. The pitch is taken for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Upstairs, gets away from Bono, but doesn't matter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch. Swung on, grounded towards short, backhanded by Perez. Sets, fires, throws, not in time. And an infield single for Renee, and there's a leadoff base runner for the pitcher Garrison.
Next up for Upper Dublin, number 8, Kyla Garrison.
So Garrison will stand in, and now we have a meeting at the mound with the pitching coach. Fielders get together. Colonials leading by 2. Off of the infield hit, Lanos and Flannery have scored in this game. Lanos came around and scored on the walk, and Flannery has a home run down the left field line. Back in the last inning, we're here in the 6th. In-game action photos from my position. It's weird. For some reason, the camera will block out the fencing for some shots. So I have this nice angle where I can hold the camera in one hand, hold the pencil in the other hand, and when I'm not making a call, and talk while I make a call. So get some good photos back here. The pitch. Takes. Hitter in the arm. Wait. We get a time. I think they're going to have a conversation if it hit her in the bat. Now, this is where replay review is not a thing, so you would have no idea. The guy at second base would probably have no idea what exactly happened on this play. But this is to the judgment of the coaching staff, of the umpires. Make your best call. Let's see. And it looks like this guy, I guess, didn't see the ball hit the girl, so we're going to sit here with an no ball and 1 strike count. Don't know how we got there, but we're here. No balls, 1 strike, the pitch. Swung on, hit towards right field. It goes past the umpire and into right field. Dabrowski will field it on a bounce. And with nobody out, there's runners on first and second with back-to-back singles. Here comes Vitella. Vitella's struck out twice. And we're going to get a pitching change. Keeley's coming in a messy situation. Brzezinski will go and replace Yozelinas in left field. Yozelinas will exit. And just like that, we've got a Colonials pitching change. We'll be back in a few moments. You're back here after the pitching change. Keeley is in the game. Vitella has struck out twice today. And Colonials looking for that same result here. 2 and scoring, 2 on, nobody out. Keeley steps in. The pitch. Pitch is taken outside for a called strike. It's 0-1. No balls. 1 strike. The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, down the left field line. On the run is Brzezinski. She will keep it fair. It bounces fair. I don't know what happened with the ball in the corner. A run will score. And it's 2-1. From my vantage point, I could not see what happened with the ball in the corner. I think she might have misplayed it in foul. As Perez thinks it's a foul ball. So I can't tell, but now it's I guess that's an error. I don't know. The ball must have fallen foul territory. Renee will score. Pitch is taken up high. And the runner on base, we're just going to do an underline. And McKenna will stand in. 1 ball. No strikes. 2 on base. Pitch is taken outside. 2 balls and 1 strike and no strikes. I think they've got McAvoy warming up. I don't know for sure. I don't see her sitting there anymore. 2 balls, no strikes. Keeley sets. Fires up high. 3 balls and no strikes. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Colonials leading by 1. It's 3-0. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 3 balls and 1 strike now. McKenna's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a pop out to first and a pop out to second base. 3 balls, 1 strike. Keeley sets and fires. Pitch is popped up out of play, foul. It's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Colonials leading by 1. The Flannery home run is huge right now. Gives them the 1-run lead. Keeley trying to get the first out in this inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. And that's out number 1. Brannigan comes in now. 1 for 2 with a single. Got to second base and a ground out to third. The pitch. Takes upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Keeley worked back from 3-0 to a strikeout that last at bat. Trying to get this around the same result. Hopefully an out, not a run scored. Pitch. Swung on, grounded back up the middle, past Perez and into left field. Flannery comes up firing towards the plate. Bono will grab it. Run at the girl at second, fires to second. She's out at second base. Going a little bit too far, but the game is tied at 2. The girl at second took a massive turn, and the coach is not happy about it, and she's going to try to get an umpire conference. I think she was pretty clearly out at second base. She took way too big of a turn. The game is tied either way. That runner, that's important. But Garrison scores. And she is out. She was way too far off the bag, diving back in. And the two-run lead for the Colonials has evaporated. Way too far off the bag. 2 outs. So that becomes a single for Branderson. And O'Brien will come up, who's 0 for 2. So the runner is taken out of scoring position on a base running error. And the pitch from Keeley is swung on and missed. Runner at first. 2 runs are in. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. They fake the throw back to first, and a dive back into the bag is Branderson. Brannigan. That's an G. I wrote an S. Pitch is swung on and missed, and Keeley gets 2 strikeouts, but 2 runs come home to score. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's tied at 2. So now Brzezinski will come up. Here in the 6th, brand new ball game, tied up at 2.
Batting for the Colonials, number 12, Liv Brzezinski.
Brzezinski's 0 for 2 with a fly out, with a pop out to first and a fly out to left. Game is tied at 2 here in the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning, Brzezinski stands in for the Colonials. Game is tied at 2. 2 runs in the last inning for Upper Dublin. Don't change your approach against this pitcher. It's been good all day. Swing and a miss there by Brzezinski on a pitch up and out. No balls and 1 strike to Brzezinski. The pitch. Swung on, popped up, out of play, and drops behind the coaching area. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 tie. Swing and a miss. Brzezinski down on strikes. That's out number 1. So here comes Lizzie Lanos. Walked and scored back in the 2nd. Grounded out to shortstop her last time up.
Playing first base, number 18, Lizzie Lanos.
Lanos. The pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Game is tied at 2 here in the 6th. Four straight strikes here by pitcher. Takes the strike. That one's been called a ball pretty much all day. I guess a little bit closer. Now it's 0-2. Upper Dublin feeding off of some energy from scoring 2 runs. The pitch. Outside and low. 1-2. It's only her 4th strikeout of the game. Strikeout wizard or whatever. Only 4 strikeouts to this point. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Leno swings, hits one in the air to left field. Backing up is the left fielder, makes the catch. And that's out number 2. Left fielder has had a great day today. Diving plays, line drives. Making the play. So here comes Swift, doubled in the second. Was left over there at third, struck out back in the 4th. And a chance to come up big here with 2 outs and nobody on. Game is tied at 2. The pitch. Swung on, popped up, out of play. It does not hit the tree, but Flannery will go back to get it anyway. No balls and 1 strike to Swift. Swift and Perez waiting on deck if Swift was to get on. The pitch. Swung on, popped up to second base. Under it makes the catch. And we go to the 7th. This game's tied at 2. 7th inning. So leading off for the Cardinals, Jesuit will come up. 8-9-1 for the Cardinals. Game's tied at 2 here in the 7th. I was making sure my mic's on. Pitch is taken up high for a ball. Keeley on the mound. Starting a clean inning now. 1 ball and no strikes. Jesuit, pitch, down low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Pitch, swung on, popped up. That one's out of play. I think it hit somebody back there. You have enough time in the air and you still get hit. I heard some ball to body over there, but hopefully everybody's okay. Looks like everyone's okay down the line. Pitch, swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game is tied at 2. Pitch. Down low, blocked by Bono. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Check swing, she went around. Back-to-back strikeouts for Keeley. There's 1 out. And here comes the 9-hitter Small, struck out twice today. Both to Brzezinski. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts for Colonials pitching today. The pitch. Pitch is taken right there. Strike 1. Game is tied at 2 here in the top of the 7th. No balls, 1 strike. Keeley sets, fires the pitch. Taken. Did she go? She did. No balls and 2 strikes now. I'm hearing the Upper Dublin girls talking next to me about she spins. She actually spins it. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her. 2 outs. Top of the lineup now. Hennessy will come up.
For Dublin, number 9, Olivia Hennessy.
I'm actually pretty sure that's the boys' varsity team. Baseball is standing out there in left center. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back. No balls and 1 strike. I don't think any of them here in the dugout can figure out which way the ball is going to be moving out of Keeley's hand. The pitch takes outside, stopped by Bono. 1 ball and 1 strike. From the murmurs, they look fairly scared to go up there at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul out of play. It's 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Keeley looking to strike out the side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Keeley sets, fires, the pitch is swung on and missed. She strikes her out. Gia applies the tag. That's 4 in a row for Emma Keeley. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Still tied at 2. Colonials with a chance to walk it off. Well, Colonials trying to walk this one off, and Upper Dublin hitters. It is fascinating. Hearing from the Upper Dublin hitters that I'm scared now that there's a now that there's a pitcher out there spinning the ball. Colonials trying to walk this one off after Keeley stopped any bleeding. An impressive 3 straight strikeouts, 4 straight actually. And going back to the last inning. So it'll be Perez, Dabrowski, and Robinson due up here in the bottom of the 7th. Game is tied at 2. Colonials looking to try to walk it off and give me back-to-back broadcasts that I do softball and baseball with walk-off calls. Perez stands in. And pitcher gets set, fires the pitch. Takes the strike. This is the same pitcher. They have not changed pitchers yet. And the pitch. Takes. Just on the outside part of the plate, called a strike. Don't know if I agree with that one. No balls. No balls and 2 strikes. That one was definitely outside. 0-2. The pitch. Takes. That's just about the same spot. But that one's caught a ball. Welcome to umpires. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Maybe it's a makeup call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The umpire's been pretty good. Not many complaints that I have for him today. That was questionable. The pitch. Perez swings, pops it up on the infield, out to left center, or left field. Just into the grass is the shortstop to make the catch. So now Robinson will lead us off. We'll come up with 1 out. Robinson. Not Dabrowski. Oh, I wrote in the wrong box. That's why. That's why. Nope, not Robinson yet. Dabrowski will come up now. I wrote it in the wrong box. I wrote the flyout in Dabrowski's box. I don't know what's happening. Ooh. Yelling from the catcher to the coach. The pitch, Dabrowski tries to bunt, takes it back, called a strike. No balls and 1 strike, 1 out here in the 7th. Dabrowski, then Robinson, due up here. Colonials trying to walk it off. The pitch. Dabrowski bunts. It's perfect. First baseman dives from her butt. Throws it to first. Doesn't matter. And Dabrowski gets the bunt down, and it works. A bunt single, and here comes Robinson. So Emily Dabrowski gets on first.
Number 3, Zoe Robinson.
Zoe Robinson will stand in while the boys do the chop in the outfield. Robinson gets ready. She squares to bunt, pulls it back, up and in, throw to second base is too high. She's in there with the stolen base and the runners in scoring position. The pitch was called a strike somehow. It was definitely high, but you know, umpire, you're starting to lose my trust here, buddy. I was liking you for the first few innings. Somehow a strike on the batter. So we've got a meeting on the mound, and where the coach is bringing in everybody, including the outfielders. She's got a scorebook and a playbook, trying to decide what to do here so they don't lose in a walk-off. Runner in scoring position. A hit to the outfield probably will score the speedy Dabrowski. I just almost knocked my microphone down. There's only one out. And 0-1 on the batter. Trying to set the stage. Umpire making some questionable calls here in this 7th inning. Hopefully it doesn't come down to an umpire call, because I don't think he would make the right one. No balls and 1 strike. Game is tied at 2 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Robinson with an 0-1 count. Flannery waits on deck if needed. Dabrowski off of second base. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Goes with the high heat. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. I think I might have to stand up if this ball's hit. The pitch is taken low for a ball. Yeah, I have enough wiggle room on this microphone that I can stand up if needed. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Swinging a tapper right back to the mound. She'll fire over to first, and that'll be out number 2. So now it comes down to Flannery. Here comes Flannery. Homered in this game. Made a good play in center field, trying to make it the Lori Flannery game. Runner on third is Dabrowski. She's the winning run. Flannery stands in. Gets ready. 1 for 3. Strikeout, fly out on the home run. The pitch. She takes. It's a little high. Call it a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Flannery. I can't see. There we go. 1 ball. No balls. 1 strike. 2 outs. And the pitch. Flannery takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the impressive clapping again. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Winning run on third. Flannery stands in. Waves the bat around a few times. The pitch. Swung on, dribbled to third. Flannery fire goes to first. And it'll be a ground out. Perez thinks she might have beat it out. He's getting him going over to first. Slow roller. Flannery thinks she also might have beat it out at first base. They're going to have a slight conference, it looks like. Flannery was moving down the line. I wasn't exactly looking, but it was a close play. This would have been a replay review type of moment. Flannery waiting to see if she hit the walk-off single. Let's see. And she's out at first. That's a tough moment there. You really can't change what the guy on the field says without any replay review. So we go to extra innings. We are tied up at 2. So with that ground out, we go to the top of the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the 8th. When the Colonials come up in the bottom of the 8th, it'll be the middle part of their lineup. Keeley's back on the mound. Renee stands in. Bono grabbing her catcher's gear together. Keeley spins the ball in her hand before she gets ready on the mound. And the pitch takes upstairs for ball 1. Upper Dublin hitters trying to get a read on Keeley. The last few batters struggling to get anything. Renee's been on base twice today, a single and a hit by pitch. The pitch takes, called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. I thought for a second he was going to call that a ball, and then I was going to question it. We're in the 8th. Game's tied at 2. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Deep breath taken by Renee. Keeley sets with the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a pop-up over towards the dugout, and it hits the fencing of the dugout, and it's a foul ball. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Keeley picks up some dirt, gets the ball in her hand, sets her glove, and gets ready. Fires, swing and a miss, but it gets foul tipped, I think. Bono wasn't able to block it, but didn't really matter. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. It smells like there's a fire pit. No one's having a fire behind me. It does smell like a fire pit. Or Epcot. 1 ball, 2 strikes, swing and a miss. Bono will pick it up and fire to first, and another strikeout for Emma Keeley. That's 5 in a row. So now Upper Dublin Garrison, the pitcher, will come up. I didn't mean Epcot like the park. I meant the rides like Spaceship Earth and Pirates of the Caribbean with the fire and the burning smell. So Keeley will set the pitch. Takes up high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 5 straight strikeouts for Emma Keeley since she came in relief of Brzezinski, who also pitched very well for the Colonials. Pitch. Swung on, popped up, out of play. That'll just miss the pathway. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, well, don't bang on anything. The umpire is not happy with banging. Umpire gets the game ball back. Umpire is getting really picky now as we get later in this game. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch, swing and a miss, ties her up. And it's 1-2. 1, 2, 3. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the 8th. The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, left field. Under it is Brzezinski, makes the catch. And that'll be out number 2. So the strikeout streak ends, but the Colonials still make an out. Out number 2. Here comes Vitella. Struck out twice and got reached on the fly out, the error out in left field by Brzezinski where she dropped it and then went way too far around second base and got caught on the base paths. Had an interesting day. The pitch is taken up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. We're in the 8th, 2 outs. Pitch. Swinging a tapper. That one will roll foul. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Goes reaching. They've got them all fooled. She's got them all fooled. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two outs. The pitch. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Over is Swift. Under it, making the catch. And the Colonials will have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 8th. Game still tied at 2. Colonials coming up trying to win it here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And this whole perceived notion of this pitcher being this great strikeout queen, I'm not seeing it today. She's only got 4 strikeouts on this Colonials offense while we've put up 11. PW pitching has got 11, and this pitcher just on her own has 4. Middle of the lineup, Bono, Powell, and Brzezinski due up. So Gia Bono will stand in. She's been on base all 3 times, 2 walks and a single. Chance to win it with 1 swing. Again, if it's a fly ball, I have room with my microphone that I can stand up to make the right call. The pitch. Swinging a rocket back to first. Back to the pitcher. And that's 1 out. 3-1. 1 out. So now here comes Anna Powell. She singled back in the first, flew out to left field, and grounded out to first base. Her last time up, she's 1 for 3. So Anna Powell will stand in. The pitch. Powell swings, fouls it off. Over towards to grab it is Flannery, and she'll run it down. She was never going to catch it barehandedly, but looked like she was going to try. Don't want to injure herself. So no balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Up high. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Powell. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the 8th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. It goes 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Powell steps out and then steps back in and gets ready with the 1 ball, 2 strike count. The pitch. Down low, 2-2, evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, game tied at 2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning with 1 out. Powell and Brzezinski waiting on deck. The pitch. Inside, hitter in the arm. And a hit by pitch puts the winning run at first base. And Brzezinski will come up. She's 0 for 3 today. Antonucci will go run for Powell, I think. I think that's what they're doing.
Now batting for the Colonials, number 12,
Yep.
Liv Brzezinski.
So Antonucci will run here for Powell. Antonucci, courtesy runner. Okay, I thought I just ran out of lead in my pencil. That would have been bad. Antonucci running at first. Brzezinski standing at the plate. Winning run at first base. Game's tied at 2 in the 8th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Seems like each at bat for Liv is started with a big swing. Like a swing for the fences type swing, and then she normally settles herself down. Game is tied at 2. The pitch. Swinging a tapper back to the mound, fielded by the pitcher, fires over to first, and that's out number 2. 1-3, 2 outs, and now it comes down to Lanos as Antonucci moves up to second base. Winning run at second base. 2 outs. Lanos stands in. She walked and came around to score in the second. Grounded out to shortstop in the 4th. Flew out to left, back in the 6th. And a chance to win it right here in the 8th. Antonucci on second. There she's the winning run. And the pitch. Takes. Questionably called for a strike. 1 ball, or it's not called for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Our scoreboard wants otherwise. I'm pretty sure it was called a strike. But as I learned, I can't trust the scoreboard. The pitch. Swung on, popped up, first base side on the run. Couldn't make the catch, a little bit out of play. I think we go to 0-2. It's the count. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the 8th. Antonucci on second base. Lanos trying to win it for the Colonials. The pitch. Lanos takes just barely outside. Close take for Lanos. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ah! Book started flying on me. Lanos. 1 ball. 2 strikes. 2 outs. Game is tied at 2. Antonucci on second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her. We go to the 9th. Game is still tied at 2. So I fill out books. So I don't know what would be the right thing to do if we were to go to a 10th inning, where I would put it. I guess I would start writing the names down in the 10 to 16 spot. I just write on one line and do it as the inning goes, because it's not like we're going to go to 16 innings. PW, please don't go to 16 innings. The pitch. Keeley taken upstairs. First time I ever had to use the 9th inning column. McKenna 0 for 3 with a fly out, with a pop out to first and second in the 1st and 4th inning. The pitch from Keeley is swung on and missed. It's 0-2. Give me the count, please. Pitch taken up high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So I guess I would have to write the batter's name in the first line and use the first row for that first extra inning. So like the 10th inning would go in the 1 column. The pitch. Takes a strike. That wasn't strike 3? I guess it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Well, that wouldn't make... Whatever. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I thought it was strike 3, but pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, left field. On the run is Brzezinski. She won't get there in time. It lands in foul territory. Remains 2-2. We're all tied up at 2. Upper Dublin scored 2 in the 6th. Colonial scored 1 in the 2nd and 1 back in the 5th inning. On a Lanos walk and came in to score on the infield single by Dabrowski, and then the solo home run by Flannery. And then 2 runs in the 6th for Upper Dublin as that one's fouled straight back. It remains 2-2. Slight breeze now as it's moving around my my coat that is over top of the computer. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Keeley sets on the mound. McKenna was Keeley's first strikeout victim of her tenure. And the first batter she faced, the pitch is swung on and lined foul. Count remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. We're in the 9th. We're all tied at 2. A bunch of 2s. McKenna, the gold helmet, the pasted gold helmet, stands in, pitch is swung on, grounded over to second base. Swift carries it up and fields it over to Lanos. That's out number 1. Brannigan will come in. Brannigan singled off of Keeley back in the 6th. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back off the catcher and off the umpire. All look to be okay. Bono will walk this back out to the mound to get a little bit of a breather. Brannigan's the only one to reach off of Keeley. Keeley, at this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts in her few innings here. Came in relief in the 6th. The pitch is swung on, grounded, foul. It goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Brannigan singled in the 2nd, made up to second base, grounded out to 3rd, singled in the 6th, and comes up here in the 9th. The pitch. Brannigan swings and fouls it back. It remains 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Down low, blocked by Bono. Kind of a see if you chase this type of pitch. Ahead 0-2. Still ahead, 1-2. On Brannigan, 1 out here in the 9th. The pitch. Down low outside. Count is 2-2. Pitch. Take strike 3. Got her looking. 2 outs in the 9th. I wrote the wrong K. Need it the other direction. So here comes Sarah O'Brien. Popped out to the catcher with that diving play by Bono, which seems like eternities ago back in the second, and then it struck out twice. The pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls, one strike. The pitch is up high. Couldn't get her to bite. 1 ball, 1 strike. Doing these games, my computer gets all dirty because there's so much dirt flying around. 1 ball, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch is popped up, third base side. Robinson will go over and make the catch. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Colonials trying to walk this one off. We're tied at 2. So Maddie Swift will come up for the Colonials, trying to win this one with 1 swing. Here in the 9th, it'll be Swift, Perez, and Dabrowski. They're still the same pitchers out on the mound. I am fascinated to know how many pitches she has, but I don't have coach access to the Game Changer, so I have no idea. We're in the 9th. The pitch to Swift. Swung on, hit in the air, left field. On the run over there's the third baseman. Someone goes over, and no one makes the catch. I couldn't see, but no one makes the catch. It's 0-1. Back to hold the microphone in my hand. Bottom of the 9th. Colonials looking to walk it off. Haven't scored a run since that Flannery home run back in the 5th inning. Only 1 hit since then as well. Swift stands in the pitch. Down and out. Blocked by the catcher. One ball, 1 strike. Here in the bottom of the 9th. The pitch. Swinging a tapper to third. Not fielded cleanly, and she will get there. Infield single or error. Probably a play should be made. E5. Swift is on first, and Perez will stand in. Swift is fairly fast over there at first base.
Number 2, Jocelyn Perez.
Perez is 0 for 3 today. A strikeout looking in the 2nd. Ground out to 3rd in the 4th. And a fly out to the shortstop back in the 7th inning. That was to lead off the 7th. With no one out here in the 9th. Gets ready. The pitch. She squares to bunt. It goes foul. It's 0-1, trying to bunt Swift over to 2nd. Put Dabrowski at the plate with a runner in scoring position, trying to win it. No balls, 1 strike. Perez stands in. The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, left field on the runs of left fielder. She will not get it. It will go out of play. And it'll be no balls and 1 strike. Trying to untangle my cord here. No balls, 2 strikes. Swift off of first, the pitch. Pitch is taken low. Good take by Perez. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Perez. Nobody out here in the 9th. Game is tied at 2. The pitch. Perez takes inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You would beg to think that this pitcher by this point in the game is tired on the mound. But they trust her. Hopefully she fails for them and helps out the Colonials. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Perez. The pitch. Inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Close pitch there. 3-2, nobody out. A walk will put Swift in scoring position and Dabrowski at the plate, who's already singled with a great bunt back in the 7th. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, center field. Under it's the center fielder, making the catch. And that's out number 1. That's a huge out for Upper Dublin to keep Swift at first base. So Dabrowski will come up, ground it out to third, first time up, back in the 2nd. Then in the 5th, popped out to third base. Back in the 7th, put down a great bunt single. And now Dabrowski will come up here in the bottom of the 9th. Swift on first. Dabrowski at the plate. Catcher stands up and then gets back down in her squat position. Dabrowski gets set. Squares to bunt this time again. This one goes foul. That's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. 1 out. Swift on first after the error at third base. There could have been 2 outs. That girl did not play that ball cleanly and wasn't able to make the play. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Dabrowski squares again. Bunts it right back to the same spot. Nobody is there. Swift on her way to third. The throw to third. She is safe at third base. No one's covering. No one's looking at second. The ball is not dead. They have not waved it dead. I don't know what the call there at third. They've got conversation. Swift goes all the way up. Dabrowski goes all the way up to second base. Umpire comes out to have a conversation. Coach conversation. Not very happy with it. The key there is Dabrowski moves all the way up to second base. Puts them in big threat situation here. Coach is not happy and again doesn't look like she's going to get a change there. We're going to have another conference. Again, these conferences to me mean nothing because what are you going to change the call that you were right on top of him for? You were standing over the girl at third. Are you going to just all of a sudden say, oh, the guy who was across the field is going to change the call? It's going to stay safe. And the coach is going to stay mad. This time she's going to bring everyone out for a mound visit. There is 1 out. She brings them all in to have a conversation. On that, nice heads-up running by Dabrowski to move all the way up to second base on that. Another unbelievable bunt single. Two good ones for Dabrowski. And now it comes down to Robinson. 0 for 4 today. 1 out here in the inning. Robinson, 0 for 4. Popped out once over to first. Line shot that went off the pitcher and then went to second base in the 2nd. In the 5th, line drive to left field. She's been hitting the ball hard. Line drive to left field that the left fielder made a great play on. And then lined it back to the mound her last time up. So 4 very hard swings by Zoe Robinson. She's got a chance now to win it. With anything to the outfield, will most likely score that run. Speed on third base is Swift.
Playing third base, number 3, Zoe Robinson.
So Robinson will stand in. Robinson will stand in. Gets ready. And the pitch. Robinson bunts to first. They field. They go home. She's safe at the plate. And the Colonials are going to win it. Easily safe. The tag was late. And the Colonials are going to win. 3-2 in the bottom of the ninth inning. The tag was a little bit late, and the Colonials win this one in 3 extra innings. 3-2, PW wins. They lay down the bunt with Zoe Robinson. She gets it down. They throw back to the plate. But Swift, with her speed, was in way before the tag. The Colonials win, take 3 extra innings to do so, or 2 extra innings to do so. And they win it 3-2. And that'll be it. That will be it for me. As PW beats Upper Dublin 3-2. I will see you in the playoffs. If I can. See y'all soon. Have a good night. Go Phillies.